is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, a good one in store. It's the LA Chargers and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And off we go from East Rutherford. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
It's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old, we'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got a man. That's complete. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Giants.
That's good for a Giants. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A carry here for Tracy. That's a short pickup to about the 47. It was Cam Hart in on the tackle.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Russ. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 9 yards to
I got
go.
high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On third down, here's Wilson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Results in a 4th
And this
down.
passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep is Darius Davis. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. On time, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 9. Allen in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Trying to run for it with Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
First down, Chargers.
And these are the tough yards you judge a back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
On play action, it's Herbert. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Now toss, left side for Harris. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
16 yards. First down, Chargers.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming.
That is caught by the tight end, Will Dissly. Touchdown, Chargers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. A short one there to Bellinger. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
It is 2nd and 6. Wilson makes the read and keeps it himself. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll go with the sneak, and he will have a Giants first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this first down. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And he will have a Giants first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
For a Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. It was Cam Hart in on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and 9. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's made right side. It's Johnson. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Another New York Giants. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Dale Robinson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Wilson. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now, Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Open man is the tight end, Disley. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On the handoff, Hampton heading right. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Motion man is Johnston. Herbert to throw. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Charger first down. Throwing now is Herbert. He connects with Disley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. Now it's Herbert. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Disley is the man in motion. Now Herbert again. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
So now, fourth down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. This, about as short as you can get. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers go out to a 10-3 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up second down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 17
They
yards.
pick up 17 through the air. That's good for a Giants first down.
First and 10 at
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Wilson's pass complete. to Theo Johnson. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 47-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's Buck. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Moving left, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Chargers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Going on first down is Herbert. Left side, he's got the tight end, Disley. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
One final throw before the break. He'll get this to Disley on the right. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. The ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. In motion. On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Ooh. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
On the return, Olszewski. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now Russ. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's Wilson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 15. First down, Giants.
That's good for a Giants. First down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Wilson now, off the bootleg. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd down, here's Wilson. Incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll try and get there on the ground, and they'll only get a couple tackle on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Truly below 2. There for the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing is Wilson. Now a screen set up for Tracy. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The Giants sending out their punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense back onto the field for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Short throw taken in by Disley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll go with Hampton. Whoa! And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On the ground, this is Harris. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Disley is the man in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down, and it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
And the Chargers first down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Paulson on the tackle. A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Motion man is Johnston. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run to start the 4th quarter, and here's Tracy. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
I think this drive, and particularly that last 3rd down incompletion, Mike, has really summed up the story of this game offensively. No matter how many times they try to generate some plays through the air, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. In this case, the coverage is tight. They go 3 and out again. They've got to have earlier success and not just wait for 3rd down to bail themselves out.
The Chargers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field.
32-yard line.
On play action now, Herbert. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Allen in motion. To the middle of the field, he's got Johnston. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of
11 yards on the connection there. And the Chargers have the 1st down. Now it's Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up second
A
and
rare
10.
miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Herbert to the air again. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, L.A.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's second and 9. To throw, it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to make it a two-possession lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Tracy now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession.
28-yard line.
Tracy looking to run, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
At the 35-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to look downfield once again. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. The Chargers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. On the handoff, it's Harris. On the line, it's a loss of a couple.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Give them 27, and it's 1st and goal.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
They'll run with Hampton.
Number 8, Omarion Hampton, the ball carrier. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. Disley is the man in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Oh, and after the play, that is Justin Herbert, who's in need of some attention down there. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This from 30 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chargers add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Cameron Dicker to kick
So
off for
Dicker
the
back
Chargers.
out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back to work.
Their own 26-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say it.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. On first down, it's Harris. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
16-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll give it to Harris again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Disley is the man in motion. They'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
For the Chargers field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Chargers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. This is 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Here comes second down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
Wilson's pass intended for a
This is one of those plays where you either have to just eat it or you got to make a better decision on where you throw that ball, because you continue to throw the ball into these crowds, especially under pressure, you're going to turn the ball over, balls are going to get tipped up in the air, and bad things are going to happen. So fortunately for him, it winds up incomplete, but got to expect better decision-making as the game goes on.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He's going to dial up another deep ball. He's got it! And he's going to have the Giants first down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
For a Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Slayton. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Now, first and goal. Throwing again, Wilson. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for two.
The Giants will line up
To throw again is Wilson. They'll try to do it with the screen. And he'll wind up short of the goal line. So they're not able to get this back to a one-score game. The margin remains 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Second and 11. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.